Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I want to do a video today. I'm going to try and do this in one take because I've already tried to record this before, on recovering from burnout, especially when I didn't realize that I hadn't given myself enough time to recover from burnout. So if you're new here, I am currently in the process of trying to switch careers, and one of the things that I was feeling in my previous career was that I was like detached a bit, and this is what I googled it, what burnout is. It's a bit of detachment and a bit of emotional exhaustion. And these were the things that I was feeling, but I was like, how do I recover? How do I navigate? I didn't even realize that I wasn't giving myself the proper rest and relaxation to recover. So I am currently on a new journey of recovering from burnout. And so I have a move in the fall that I'm hoping will help me get a bit of change of scenery and recover from burnout. But I'm going to share just a couple of steps that I want to implement myself. This video is to hold myself accountable because I truly do not want to continuously live in a state of just mediocre, especially emotionally or physically or mentally. I really want to thrive in whatever job or career I do next. And I'll probably do a separate video on not necessarily needing to do something I'm passionate about, but needing to do something that offers me the flexibility and the lifestyle I want to lead. But that's a whole nother video. So here are the steps that I'm going to be taking to recover from burnout. Step number 1, take a break. So the beauty of my job currently is that I get summers off, and so this summer I'm really going to be leaning into resting in all sense of that word. And funnily enough, step 2 on this list is prioritizing sleep. I have not gotten a good night's sleep in quite some time, and I have no one else to blame but myself and revenge bedtime. So getting proper sleep, which is number 2 on this list. Number 3, seek support is what it was shared with me, aka a therapist or a friend group that can help you share your feelings, express your emotions as you kind of navigate, and for me, a career change and recovering from burnout. 4, exercise. And this is something that I'm not doing consistently. Even walking is something I love. Walking, we have beautiful weather where I live. I really should get out more and walk, but I just don't. So that's going to be another thing on my list to do. 5, mindfulness and journaling. I love to write, and I do somewhat journal, but I journal in frustration. I don't journal when I'm just having a good day. And I need to get better at being in the moment and just writing. Just free write what comes to my brain with no care for punctuation or grammar, and just let it out on the paper. So I want to get better at that. 6 is get a hobby. I'm actually going to be doing another video because I'm currently in the assessment process of getting diagnosed with ADHD as a fully blown adult woman in my 30s. And in this pre-assessment that I did, the doctor was like, hey, do you have any hobbies? And I was like, not really. Like, I used to love to read and I like socializing, but I don't have a hobby. Like, you ask someone, what's your hobby? They know it. I want to get that. I want to get that insert thing here that I can do. And the last thing on the list of recovering from burnout is eventually in the future getting a better work-life balance. And this is something that I have felt like I've gotten better at, but in reality, have I? If I'm still kind of in the state of exhaustion, emotionally exhausted, continuously, like, the job isn't going to change, so I need to change. And so 2 questions were asked to me as I'm navigating burnout and navigating a potential career change. The first question was, are you doing work that feels purposeful? And second, is this role right for me? So these 2 questions I'm going to have and hold and be mindful of as I kind of navigate the next step in my life professionally, but I wanted to make this video to hold myself accountable. I can't really jump into a new field, especially the fields that I'm considering, which I might need to go back to school for, or I might need to do a hard pivot, and still not recovered from this past like 14 years of my previous profession. So come along with me, take this journey with me. If you can, write down in the comments how you're recovering from burnout. Maybe give some tips and suggestions for other people who read the comments. I gladly welcome whatever you share, and just thank you all for being here. Yeah, and ignore the sweat. You know, when you record in a car without AC, the sun will get you. But anywho, thank you guys for being here. I don't want to make this video too long. These are the steps I'm taking, and I would love for you to join me on this journey. Okay, see you next time.